Okay, so we are going to be adding two fractions with unlike denominators. So I'm here on number 4. Okay, I'm going to teach you two methods. The first method is called the Bowtie Method, and that's Bowtie. And so what you do is you start down at the denominators, and because the denominators are not the same, you have to get them to be the same. So you cross multiply. So you do 6 times 2, and 6 times 2 makes this 12. So you're going to have 12 here on both sides. Next, you're going to go over, take your right denominator and multiply your left numerator. So 2 times 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. Your plus sign stays the same. Next, you're going to take your left denominator and multiply it by your right denominator. So it's like this crisscross method, like a bow tie. And 6 times 1 is 6. And now that your denominators are both the same, you can go across and add. Okay, so your denominator stays the same. And then you have 10 plus 6 is 16. Now you notice that this fraction is an improper fraction. And because it's an improper fraction, you do need to go ahead and um, convert this into a mixed number. Okay. And to do that, you're just going to divide. So 12 goes into 16, goes in there one whole time. 12 times 1 is 12. You subtract 6 minus 2 is 4. And so your mixed number now becomes 1. Your denominator was originally 16. Your numerator was originally 16, and now it is 4. And your denominator stays the same, which is 12. Now, this number is not simplified because you do need to make sure that your answers are simplified. And to simplify, you just write out your multiplication facts for each number. So for 4, we have 1 times 4, and we have 2 times 2. Those are the factors that equal 4. And then for 12, we have 1 times 12. We have 2 times 6. And we have 3 times 4. You look for the greatest common factor that they share in common, and that is 4. And your new numerator is going to be the, the opposite number. Okay. So this is now going to turn into 1, and 4 divided, because you're going to divide the top by 4 and the bottom by 4. So now your numerator is 4 divided by 4 is 1, which is this opposite, the other factor. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. So your denominator is now 3. And your answer to this problem is 1 and 1/3. So this is called the bow tie method. And like I said, you're going to just do this cross multiplication. You multiply 6 times 2. Then you multiply over here, this 2 times 5. Then you multiply 6 times 1. Once you do the cross multiplication there, you just plug your numbers in there. You add your numerators, your denominator stays the same. If your numerator is greater than your denominator, then you have to convert it into a mixed number, which we did. When your numbers are both even, because these are both even numbers, you can always simplify them. Another way to determine if you need to simplify is if you have a composite number. If you have two composite numbers, like prime and composite. So both of these numbers are both composite numbers, and so we just converted this into prime numbers. But this is just one way. I'm going to show you another way after this.